Hi, I'm Davamani Govindraj from Tampere University. I'm a PhD student under Systems Theory Research Group. Professor Lassi Pounanan is my supervisor. He is the leader of the group. And Dr. Yukapeka Himalaya is my co-supervisor, and he is a postdoctorate fellow in the same group. The title of my today's talk is The Robust Output Regulation of a Flexible Satellite. This is the outline of my talk. In the introduction, I will talk about the satellite model and its abstract formulation. In the stability part, I will talk about the stability analysis of the model. In the robust output regulation part, I will talk about a controller for the robust output tracking of the satellite model. So let's come to our model. In recent years, control problems of satellite models have become very interesting topic in research because satellites are increasingly used in many fields, for example, in communication systems, remote sensors, earth sensors, and navigation. There are a number of satellites. Those are modeled as two symmetrical flexible solar panels attached to a central rigid body. However, the flexibility of those panels affects the model dynamics, such as shape deformation, which leads to challenges in controlling those kind of models. In this work, we consider robust output tracking problem of a flexible satellite, which is composed of two symmetrical flexible solar panels attached to a central rigid body. Our goal is to construct a controller in such a way that the output of the satellite model converges to a given reference signal despite perturbations, uncertainties, and disturbances in the system. We show the exponential stability of the model, and we construct a low-gain controller for the robust output tracking of the model. The main novelty of this work is that we use Port-Hamiltonian framework, and we show a power-preserving interconnection between the panels and the central rigid body. We use Port-Hamiltonian framework because Port-Hamiltonian systems have several nice properties such that several interconnected Port-Hamiltonian systems via standard feedback interconnection is again a Port-Hamiltonian system, and the stability analysis of these kind of systems become easier. And then for this stability analysis, we use the results from semigroup theory. So this is our model. We consider a dynamic model of a satellite composed of two symmetrical flexible solar panels and a central rigid body. This kind of models has been considered in Bonsima et al. And He and Gay. Here the solar panels are modeled as Euler-Bernoulli beams. In our model, we take the panels are of length 1. So therefore, the governing equations of motion are given by these equations. Here, WL, WR, and WC are the displacements of the left beam, right beam, and the central rigid body respectively. In these equations, E is the Young's modulus of elasticity, I is second moment of area of cross section, rho is mass density, A is cross sectional area, and gamma is viscous damping coefficient. For the boundary conditions, here we could see one of the ends of the beams are free, so therefore the shear force and the bending moment of the beams at these ends are 0, and the other ends are attached to the central rigid body, so therefore the boundary conditions are given by these equations. So here these first two equations are for the rigid body. Here M and Im are the mass and mass moment of inertia of the central rigid body. So these two equations are for free ends, and at the center the linear and the angular velocities of the left and right beams are equal, and they are equal to the linear and angular velocities of the central rigid body. Here U1 of t, U2 of t are the external control inputs which act on the rigid body. The measurements are taken on the rigid body and are given by the linear and angular velocities of the rigid body. So what is our goal? Our goal is to construct a controller in such a way that the outputs of the satellite model, that is the linear and the angular velocities of the central rigid body, converge to given reference signals. This means that the tracking error, which is the norm of the difference between the output of the satellite model and the reference signal, converges to zero asymptotically. And the controller is robust, which means that the controller is able to tolerate the disturbances, perturbations, and uncertainties in the system. As the first step, we formulate our satellite model in the abstract form. We can see the satellite model is indeed a coupled system of the beams and the central rigid body, where the beams interacts with the rigid body through the boundary interconnection. So therefore, in our formulation, we separate the beam systems and the rigid body from the satellite model, and then we formulate the subsystems in the abstract form, and then finally we couple the subsystems through the boundary interconnection. We write the beam systems as boundary controlled Port Hamiltonian systems of order 2. First, we separate the left beam system from the satellite model. Since we are in the Port Hamiltonian framework, the state variables or the energy variables are given by these terms, and therefore the left beam equation can be written by this equation. And for the boundary conditions, one end of the left beam is free and the other end is attached to the rigid body. So therefore, at that end, the left beam has boundary inputs and boundary outputs given by these terms. That is, the boundary inputs are the velocity and the angular velocities at the center, and the outputs are the shear force and the bending moment at the center. Similarly, for the right beam, we can write the right beam equation by this equation using the energy state variables given by these terms, and one end of the right beam is free and at the other end it is attached to the rigid body. At that end, the right beam has boundary input and boundary output given by these terms. Now we combine the two beam systems into a single system such that the input of the combined beam system is the average of inputs of the left and right beams, and the output of the combined beam system is the addition of the outputs of the left and right beams. Next, we separate the rigid body from the satellite model, and the rigid body equations are given by these equations. From these equations, we could see the rigid body actually doesn't have its own dynamics. These terms are from the beam system. Therefore, the rigid body has inputs given by these terms, and we can measure the velocity and angular velocities from the rigid body. So therefore, the inputs and the outputs of the rigid body are given by these terms, and therefore we can write the rigid body in an abstract formulation using this input and outputs. Therefore, finally, we could see a power preserving interconnection between the beam system and the rigid body. That is, negative output of the beam system is the input for the rigid body, and input of the beam system is the output of the rigid body. So therefore, finally, we are able to write our satellite model as a coupled system of beams and the rigid body using a power preserving interconnection. Next, we analyze the stability of the satellite model. First, we analyze the subsystems and then the coupled system. So first we analyze the rigid body. So the rigid body equations are given by this equation without the interconnection. So therefore we could see the eigenvalues of the rigid body are zeros. Therefore it is not asymptotically stable. So therefore we stabilize the rigid body by negative output feedback so that it is exponentially stable. And then we consider the beam system. The beam system is actually combined system of left beam and right beam. and the beams are symmetrical. So therefore, if we analyze the one beam system, the same is true for the other beam. So we analyze the left beam system. So the left beam system is exponentially stable. Here we give a proof, outline of the proof. So the left beam equations can be written by this equation. Here this matrix is the system operator for the left beam, which can be written as a bounded perturbation of this skew adjoint operator and this operator. This operator is skew adjoint because it generates a unitary group from the Porte-Hamiltonian theory. And then we can show that this pair A0, C0 is exactly observable. And using the exact observability of A0, C0, it is easy to show that the system operator, this operator generates an exponentially stable semigroup. Therefore, the left beam is exponentially stable, and hence the total beam system is exponentially stable. Next, we consider the satellite system. The satellite system is exponentially stable. Here also we give an outline of the proof. We use Gerhardt-Greiner-Price theorem, which says that a semigroup is exponentially stable on a Hilbert space if and only if the spectrum of the generator lies in the complex left half plane and the resolvent of the generator is uniformly bounded on the imaginary axis. In our case, for our satellite model, it is easy to see that the beam system and the central rigid body are impedance passive systems. So therefore, using the impedance passivity, it is easy to see that the satellite operator generates a contraction semigroup. So, and therefore, the spectrum lies in the complex left half plane. And we have already shown that the beam system and the central rigid body are exponentially stable. So therefore, using the stability of the subsystems and the power preserving interconnection between the panels and the rigid body, it is easy to prove that the resolvent of the generator is uniformly bounded on the imaginary axis. So therefore, the satellite system is exponentially stable. Finally, we consider robust output regulation problem for the satellite model. Our goal is the linear and the angular velocities of the central rigid body converge to given reference signals. We track the sinusoidal signals of the form given by these equations. Here, omegas are known frequencies and the coefficients AK and BK are unknown. And the tracking error converges to 0 as t tends to infinity. Therefore, we construct a dynamic error feedback controller of the form given by these equations. Here, calligraphic G1, calligraphic G2, and K are the controller parameters and are chosen such that the closed loop system containing the system and the controller is exponentially stable. The tracking error converges to 0, and if the system admits perturbations, uncertainties, and disturbances, then still tracking is achieved. Since our model is exponentially stable, so therefore we can use the theories from Reborber and Weiss to construct a simple log-in controller for the satellite model. We track the reference signal, a particular reference signal of the form here. That is, the linear velocity tracks a constant signal and the angular velocity tracks this combination of cosine and sine. Here, the frequencies from the reference signal are given by 0, pi, and 2 pi. So therefore, the controller parameters are given by these terms. So here, G1 contains copy of the frequencies from the reference signal. And here pset is the transfer function of the satellite system. Epsilon is the tuning parameter, which is to be chosen sufficiently small such that the closed loop system is exponentially stable. We have run some simulation in MATLAB. Here blue lines are the outputs of the satellite model and red ones are the reference signals. So we could see the tracking is achieved for the satellite model. And also the regulation error, that is the tracking error, converges to 0 asymptotically. So therefore, we conclude our talk by saying that we considered a PDE-ODE model of a flexible satellite composed of two symmetrical flexible solar panels and a central rigid body. We showed that the model is exponentially stable. And finally, we constructed a simple low-gain controller for robust output regulation of the model, and the simulation results testing the effectiveness of the controller were shown. Thank you.